Hey, Amber.
Hey, Dave.
And hey, special guest.
Hi.
For the first time ever on a Bringing Alice to Athens episode, we have a guest in the studio.
Hi.
Hello, special guest. Who is the artist of our album art?
Me.
Yeah.
You drew that a long time ago.
Yeah, I did.
So,
Yes.
why don't you tell everybody listening to this a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm an alien, and I come from a different galaxy. And I was born on a planet that was bright purple, and it had rainbow dots on it.
Did it have a name, this planet?
I don't remember the name of it because it was a long time ago.
How old are you then?
I'm 8.
Is that 8 in Earth years or 8 in alien years?
8 in Earth years.
How old are you in alien years?
Probably about 2.
So, if you were born on another planet and you were just a baby, how did you possibly get to Earth?
Well, there was this spaceship that was made out of Doritos, and it shot me all the way into a bunch of different galaxies, and then eventually I got to the galaxy that we are living in right now, and it ran out of fuel because I ate all of it, and I dropped on this random planet that wasn't Earth, and then I bounced off of it because it was really squishy, and then I got shot all the way over to Earth.
I have a very important question.
Yes,
What flavor of Doritos was the ship?
it was just normal nacho Doritos.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So then whenever I got to Earth, I landed in a big moat or river, and then I couldn't get out because it was a big river. So then I found a moldy cookie, and I ate it, and it gave me special powers so I could run super fast. So I ran out of the moat, and then I was somewhere in Japan, and I didn't know where to go. So I tried to go over to Europe. I don't know why, and then whenever I was trying to, it would take forever. So I found some more moldy food out of the trash, and I ate that, and it gave me special superpowers to go to Europe. And it took a long time, but I was way faster. And whenever I got to Europe, there was this weird place that isn't actually in Europe, so I wasn't in Europe. And that place was a big, another big river, and in that river, there was these weird stingrays that I could ride that were super fast. And that moat was super long, so it was like an ocean. And whenever I was riding the stingray, I was just going super fast, and I just wanted to get somewhere else. So then I got to America, and that's how I got to
was
America.
that moat that was like an ocean? That sounds like maybe the ocean.
It was an ocean.
Okay. I also have a question.
Yes.
If I was to eat moldy food, would I get superpowers, or is that only an alien-specific thing?
I think it's only an alien-specific thing, but I think humans could do it. It depends on the moldy trash.
Oh, so you had a moldy cookie, and that made you run fast.
Yes.
So it depends on the type of food that is moldy.
Yes.
I would argue, Amber, if I could step in for a second, that if you eat moldy food, maybe parts of you would work quicker.
Dang. What moldy food would make my brain work faster?
Oh, I don't know that any of that would, but I mean, your butt would work quicker.
Wait, why can't my brain? My oh I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. It would affect my stomach, and therefore, okay, you're making a poop joke.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
And whenever I got to America, I was in a weird ocean that doesn't exist in America, so I wasn't in America. So it was still that same ocean, and I noticed that it was a very big ocean. So eventually, actually, that stingray died from going so fast.
Wait, you killed the stingray?
You
No.
killed a stingray?
Maybe.
You made it swim so fast it died of overexertion?
Yeah.
Wow.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, seriously. So, I mean, can you tell us more about what it's like on your home world?
Oh, well, I was born in a trailer there, but trailers weren't the same. They were actually humongous, and it was filled with moldy cookies to make us run faster, so we could go different ways, so we could go different places faster.
Does it matter what kind of cookie? Like, is it chocolate chip or sugar cookie or oatmeal raisin?
It doesn't matter
Okay.
because it only really happens. The cookie, it can only work with aliens. That's why we have a bunch of them,
I see.
so no one else can go faster.
Is there somebody who is in charge of making these cookies?
Yes, they work in the moldy cookie factory, and they just make the cookies, and then they put them in a freezer for 30 minutes, and then they take them out and put them in the oven for 30 minutes.
And that's what makes it moldy?
Yeah, but after that, it's not moldy yet, so you have to put them in the trash and then take them out, so they're extra moldy.
Okay, got it. Step 1, make cookie dough. Step 2, freezer. Step 2 or 3, oven. Step 4, trash.
Yeah.
So, what happens if you eat a cookie that isn't moldy? Just a regular cookie?
It hurts us a little bit, but not that much. It hurts us like a scrape. But instead of like on your body, it's like in your body.
Oh. I do that all the time whenever I eat anything. Food constantly scrapes my insides. Maybe I should start eating moldy food. Maybe I'm an alien.
Maybe.
Is there a test that she can do, that Amber can do, that will determine if she's an alien or not?
Well, you have to go to a different galaxy,
Oh.
which is, it's not a near galaxy. It's like a super far away galaxy. So it'll take a long time to get there, but you can.
Yeah, I was like, how do I get there?
Well, you have to have a very special like spaceship that like is super duper fast because it runs on nacho cheese sauce because it's a Dorito ship. It has to be Dorito ship.
Okay.
I really want to see a Doritos-based interstellar travel.
Well, I don't know how to do that because no one taught me that when I was a baby on my planet. So I don't know. So
Is there any way you can contact your planet anymore, or did that you just can't talk to them anymore?
I can't really talk to them anymore unless I find a very special number that is on a different kind of keyboard you can't get here.
Wow.
Like, it's not like one of the regular numbers?
Nope. It's a letter and a number mixed.
Okay. So if I gave you a piece of paper, you could draw this letter number?
No, because I forgot how to, because like basically all my life I've been living on Earth, so I can't really remember how to like write it or draw it.
But you would recognize it if you saw it.
Yes.
What was your name on your home planet?
It was Glorpong.
That is a beautiful and amazing name.
Thank you.
Can you say it again for me?
Glorpong.
All right, I just wanted to make sure. Glorpong.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Nailed it. I'm sorry.
I know. It kind of threw me too.
I don't understand what's so funny.
Nothing. You know, we're not the type to laugh at other people's names or cultures. It was just surprising is all. And a human reaction to surprise is sometimes laughter.
Sure. So, whenever I was in the ocean, I think that's where I left off. But,
We're back to the story of how you got here.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
After the stingray died, right?
Mm-hmm. So, I tried to find another stingray, but I couldn't.
Well, no wonder with that kind of recommendation.
So, I tried, since aliens, I was the type of alien that could breathe underwater, and I just ate a cookie, I could swim super fast. And
I wish the dead stingray had known that. He'd still be alive today.
yeah, true. And so when I was swimming, I kept swimming and swimming until I ran into a random wall, and then I looked up and it was a huge mountain. And that mountain, I had to eat another kind of moldy food to run up the mountain. So I had to eat a moldy Dorito.
That makes
to run up
sense.
the mountain. Mm-hmm. So
You know, I didn't even know that Doritos could get moldy.
they can if you try really hard.
If you put them in the trash and maybe sprinkle some water on them, I bet they can get moldy.
Yeah. So I had to eat a moldy Dorito that was in my pocket for about 3 years.
Do aliens from your world swim the same way that humans do?
No, not at all. That's why I can't swim right now. Because you taught me how to do it a different way, and I forgot how to do it in the alien way. Because I've been on Earth for 8 years. So I ate the Dorito, and then I ran up the mountain, and on top of the mountain there was this weird goat that had 2 horns and 5 eyes and 10 tails.
Wow.
Wait.
Go ahead, Amber.
No, I was like, this doesn't sound like any sort of goat I've ever heard of on Earth. Was it an Earth goat?
No, apparently it followed me, and it got on the mountain before I did, so
Oh.
apparently it's on the mountain. And since it's an alien goat, it's super fast, so I rode it until we got to America, and that's how I got here.
You know, this all checks out because goats really do like to eat trash.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's special.
So, when you got to America, what happened to the goat?
Well, the goat is somewhere in America right now. I think it's dead, or maybe it's not dead. I don't know where it is right now.
It just like dropped you off in America and said, "Good luck, alien kid."
Yeah, exactly.
So you're in America now.
Uh-huh.
How did you end up in Dave's house?
Well, the goat dropped me off at the hospital, and apparently that is how I'm here.
Dave,
Yes.
could you tell that she was a special alien?
No, not really. I'll be honest with you. I was just walking around the hospital with my arms outstretched because that's how I spend a lot of days. And this little kid fell out of the ceiling tile and right into my arms. And I was like, "Oh, this is how people have babies. Okay, cool. You'll be my little girl, and I'll name you Iris." I didn't know about the Glorpong thing.
Well, I mean, it seems like, and Iris, maybe you can tell me, or sorry, Glorpong, could you talk when Dave found you, or did you have a different language and you couldn't speak yet?
I could speak, but I pretended that I couldn't because I pretended that I was just a baby.
Oh, because then it would make it easier for Dave to raise you.
Exactly.
Wow. So, Dave, when did you find out Iris was an alien named Glorpong?
I've known for a long time. You know, I mean, it's one of those things where, you try to tell yourself it, you convince yourself, oh, it's not I didn't really see that, or all children make up weird languages, things like that. But in hindsight, those were all signs that she was an alien. I didn't know about the Glorpong thing until today, quite frankly. I mean, I'm still finding out all sorts of information.
No, it's an exclusive Bringing Alice to Athens secret drop.
But I didn't really look like an alien whenever I was at the hospital because the goat helped disguise me on the way there.
I'm going to step in. You kind of did.
Yeah, true.
Just a little bit, but not like so much it was suspicious. Like just enough human baby to be like, okay, this is a human baby, but still just a little enough alien to be like,
Yeah, kind of a weird looking human baby,
Yeah.
So at first before I was at the hospital and the goat helped disguise me, I looked exactly like, I didn't look like an alien you would see in like cartoons and stuff because I was from like a different galaxy, not on like a different planet in this galaxy. So I was like purple with bright yellow hair and neon green eyes and blue fingernails.
But you have 2 legs, 2 arms, a head. No?
I had another arm on my left side and 2 more legs on my right side. And like 1 more eye that was like on my left ear.
So when the goat disguised you, how did the goat do that?
The goat had special magic and it turned me into looking more like a human. But I still looked a little bit when I was like an alien. I still looked a little bit how I look right now. But I didn't look as human-ish as I did. And the goat just put magic on me. And I looked more like a human.
So are you still under the goat's magic disguise spell?
Yes, but it's kind of worn out. So I looked more like a human when I was a baby. But now I look more like an alien because it's kind of worn out a little bit.
Do you think there'll be a time where it completely wears off?
Yeah, probably like the minute before I die.
Sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Again, I'm not laughing. I'm just surprised. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just surprised.
Oh, okay.
And it's a weird human response. I apologize. How long do aliens live then?
Aliens usually live for a long, long time.
Do you think being on Earth changes how long you're going to live?
No. But
Okay.
a little bit.
Okay.
So, like, how long do you plan on living?
Probably for about like 90 more years.
Oh, that's,
Because aliens that on my planet, they usually live for like 1,000 years.
Do you think there's something about Earth that affects your age?
Yes, because it's like there wasn't air on my planet. It was a different kind of like oxygen. The air was slightly pink, but it wasn't like fully pink. It was just slightly. You could see a little pink in the air. So it helped us breathe in more. So it helped us live longer, and that's why people usually live longer on my planet.
I see. Have you enjoyed being on Earth?
Yeah, a little bit. I like being on my other planet more, but I can't go back because I don't know how to make the Dorito ship. But I still enjoy it on Earth, but not as much.
What's your favorite Earth thing?
Probably the good food and
Oh. Yeah, we do have good food here.
Yeah,
What's your favorite Earth food?
maybe like mashed potatoes.
Oh, that's a really good choice.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes are so good. So what would be your favorite food back on your home planet?
Well, it was this thing car called Bloppy.
Okay.
And it was it's like the texture of mashed potatoes, but it was neon purple, and it had little white dots on it, and the dots were fairly big, and it was it tasted very sweet, but also salty.
Sounds
It's
delicious.
Yeah, it's hard to describe, but it's very.
So, what's your least favorite thing about Earth?
Maybe the awful people here.
Again, it checks out.
I mean, I agree with you 100%. Were there not awful people on your planet?
Yeah. Almost everybody was really good and nice, and they did a bunch of nice stuff. And there were no homeless people, and they all were got treated amazing.
Wow. Let's go to your planet.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll look into building a Dorito ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amber, because Glorpong's favorite thing about Earth is also one of your favorite things about Earth. And Glorpong's least favorite thing about Earth is your least favorite thing about Earth.
Yeah. And everything I eat, Earth food, tends to scrape up my stomach if it isn't moldy. I mean, maybe I'm from that planet.
Maybe.
I don't have any memories.
Maybe you just got here earlier, and maybe... Well, yeah, you did get here earlier because I didn't know you when you were on my planet, if you were. And, you give all the signs that you were on the planet.
Yeah. Sometimes I look down and I think maybe I have, an extra, nub on my left side. Maybe that's my arm, but I just can't see it yet.
Yeah, maybe, the exact same thing happened to you where the goat disguised you and the moldy cookies and the moldy Doritos and the Dorito ship and stuff like that.
I'll have to do some deep thinking and try and maybe get hypnotized to bring out repressed memories.
Yeah, it's really hard because they kind of brainwash you in a way before they send you to Earth.
Huh.
They don't want you to tell anybody else on Earth that you are from that planet, or else they might hurt you and try and go to that planet and destroy it.
I mean, that checks out. There are a lot of awful people on Earth, as we have established, who would do such things.
Exactly.
Wow. Is there anything else you would like people of Earth to know about you or your planet?
Well, I want them to know how, good the animals were. They were super cute. And my favorite animal on there was probably one of those tiny monkeys that can, go on your shoulder and, help you out with stuff. They were, neon pink, and they had neon green eyes and little neon blue little dots on them. And they were really cute, and they were really helpful.
Well, they sound really cute.
Did everyone get a monkey or just some people?
Kind of like everybody, but the really rich people didn't get one because, only the more poor people get them to help them out with stuff. And all the rich people send the monkeys, and they send the monkeys with a bunch of money for the poor people. So the poor people get enough money to build a house.
A social system that's based on monkey help. I like this.
Yeah. I liked it too a lot.
Do you think we could train Earth monkeys to do that kind of work?
No, I don't think so because those monkeys were super special and you can only find them on that planet, no other planet in any other galaxy.
Could I at least train a monkey to throw poop at rich people?
It depends on the monkey and it depends on how good the monkey is and how easy it is to train the monkey.
How can you tell if a monkey's a good monkey?
Well, you have to see it at first, and it has to look at least a little bit similar to the monkeys on our planet that I used to have on my planet, and it has to be you have to be with it for a little while for you to know that it's a really good monkey. and like you have to like train it, but it's pretty easy to train it because you just have to like teach it for like about a couple days, like 3 days, I think. That's the lowest amount. But in the highest amount is like a week or like 6 days. And you just gotta like keep like telling it things, and you kind of gotta like demand it, because then it learns, but then it like you gotta be nicer to it after that, so then it like isn't like doing everything for you.
So Glorpong, how about on Earth? Are there any animals that are as cute as those monkeys on your planet?
Well, it has to be very, very, very cute puppies. And the puppies have to have like a wheelchair, one of those like wheelchairs.
For their back legs?
Yeah, because I think those are super cute, and so do the other people on my planet.
All right.
Well, let's go break some dogs' legs then.
No!
No! It can't be on purpose.
Yeah. The dog has to be like either born like that, or like some bad person that's not you had to have done it like right when they're born. But you can't do that, or else you can't have one of those if you do that to them. You know.
So if the puppies were just born that way or the victim of terrible villainy, then it's okay. Then they can still be cute like that.
Probably.
I see.
Depends on how bad the injury is at the other person.
Right, of course.
Again, just reemphasizing how terrible humans are on our planet.
Yeah.
So, Glorpong, were there any holidays that you celebrated as an alien on your planet?
Yeah, I think.
What do you mean you think?
I don't know.
You weren't there long enough to celebrate any holidays?
Well, actually, yeah, there was one holiday that I was there long enough to celebrate. And it was a holiday that celebrates that planet and how amazing it is and how small it is and how like everything is kind of perfect there.
So a celebration of you and where you're from.
Yeah.
So you had this holiday. First of all, did the holiday have a name? Do you remember?
It was called Mycan.
Okay. So you celebrated Bican that was about everything about how great your planet was and how wonderful it was. And then they brainwashed you and made you leave the planet forever?
No, they brainwashed me because the planet was like getting very awful.
Oh.
And they didn't want me to think that it was really awful. So they just wanted to send me to Earth so I couldn't be hurt if the planet ever gets destroyed.
This took a really interesting narrative twist just now.
Yeah. Now I'm not so sure that planet was a good planet. If they're brainwashing me.
They're brainwashing you because they don't want you to like tell other people that like it's kind of getting worse, so the other people will come there and destroy it.
Why is it getting worse?
Well, because people are starting to come and destroy it because they didn't brainwash them at first, and that's why they're starting to brainwash them.
Oh, that makes sense.
Are people from Earth going to that planet? Does Dorito spaceship technology exist?
Actually, it's not a Dorito spaceship that they use because it just takes them. It's like a normal spaceship, but it just takes them forever to get there. And the Dorito spaceship just like zooms into like the planet in like 20 seconds.
Well, okay. Apart from Bican on your home planet, are there any holidays that you like here on Earth? Have you gotten used to holidays on Earth?
Yeah, I have. I kind of like all holidays. And I don't like Thanksgiving usually a lot because I have to go see family that I don't like know because it's not my actual like family that I've known for a long, long time.
Again, I think this just confirms that Amber is also an alien.
I think so too,
Exactly.
yeah. I also don't enjoy Thanksgiving so much because, spending time with people who I don't really know.
Yeah. Sometimes like people don't bake the food that well at other places.
Mm-hmm.
The turkey's always pretty good though.
Yeah, I mean, the mashed potatoes I usually eat are not even made from real potatoes.
Exactly.
It's from a box.
Yes, a cardboard box with milk and a little bit and a bunch of butter, and they put it in the blender, and then that's what they call mashed potatoes.
Wrong.
Exactly.
Dave, humans are so wrong.
Yeah, we are.
How do you live with yourself, Dave, being a human?
It's hard. It's really hard. I mean, I guess I comfort myself in knowing I'm not the worst human.
Oh,
but still, I mean, when you really take a hard look at it, even an above average human is pretty bad.
Yeah, a lot of humans are pretty bad.
That's true.
So before, I got sent to Earth, there was a human that traveled there, that just got there, and they had this big spiky thing, and they kind of destroyed the house that I was living in. So just me and the goat were in the spaceship, and we got sent.
Wait, you were in the spaceship with the goat the whole time?
Yeah, but the goat it fell out of the spaceship whenever before I did, and it landed on the mountain.
Okay, checks out.
So I had a bunch of brothers and sisters. I had a conjoined twin, too.
What?
Yeah. They removed it, right when I was being born, But then, the person that was wrecking up the house, all my brothers and sisters, they had to stay there because, there was another house available, but they didn't have enough bedrooms for me to be in there, so I had to get sent to Earth. And I don't know what the planet is like to this day because I haven't been there in a long time. And it might be gone. It might be still there. It might be better than it was. I don't know.
Do you spend a lot of time thinking about your planet?
Kind of. But I spend most of the time not thinking about it because I don't really want to think about, how good it was because then it would make me, sad that I'm here.
Yes. I agree with this line of thinking.
And I had a pet, one of those pet monkeys, and also a pet that they call, it's like a dog. It's way different because it has not 4 legs, it has 6 legs. Because it's like a normal dog, with its 4 legs, 2 in the front and 2 in the back, but it had 2 on the side. And those 2 on the side made it walk really easily and run super fast.
So like an insect?
It's not an insect. It's still a mammal, but it's a little teensy bit of an insect.
What makes an insect, Dave, is not the number of legs, or it is part of it, but also if it had an exoskeleton.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Did this alien dog have bones on the inside, or did it have a hard shell?
It has bones, so it's like a mammal, but it just kind of looks like an insect in a little bit because it has 6 legs. But it looked like the face and stuff. It was and it also had the body of a dog, but it just had 2 extra arms.
Is there a name for this type of dog?
Do you want me to say it in English or on my planet?
Oh, I would love to hear what it sounds like on your planet.
It was a bygone.
All right, bygone. But what's it in English then? Where's it in Earth?
It's called a kai-doo-wee.
Kai-doo-wee. Interesting.
Yeah, it's fascinating. So I think it's interesting that on your planet you had dogs with extra legs, and here on Earth you think it is cute when dogs have fewer functional legs.
Yeah, also a lot of the dogs did have a wheelchair, so they still had 4 legs, but they had a wheelchair, so their 2 back legs were usually a wheel. So they like a normal dog, but it has a wheelchair too, and so it's kind of like a dog with a wheelchair, but it has 2 extra arms.
Wow.
Fascinating.
It is fascinating.
Man, Iris, your story and the tale of your planet is amazing. I not very many people get to speak with aliens, so I really appreciate you coming on and talking with me and I guess your adoptive father.
You're welcome.
It was very enjoyable. Dave, did you learn more today about your adoptive daughter?
I really did. I learned a lot of things today.
I think it's great. I hope our listeners enjoy
the only
it.
thing I'm worried about is that she will face some kind of repercussions for telling us so much of the forbidden truth about her home planet.
Well, there's a lot more stuff there that I'm not going to tell anybody because I don't want them to destroy the planet if it's still there.
Right, listeners. I think most of our listeners are, well, I hope most of our listeners are good people, and they will keep this between themselves and not share it with any government agency.
Yeah.
Yeah, listeners, come on, be cool. Don't go destroying other planets just because you think that they're cool.
And also, don't go breaking any puppy legs.
Yeah, like as adorable as it is to see a puppy in a wheelchair, like, not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Not cool.
Don't do it. Thanks, everybody, for listening. And if you want to see the amazing album art that Iris, a.k.a. Glorpong, made for us, you should go to our Twitter at Bringing Owls. Check it out, because it is also our icon. And if you want to find me on the internet, you can go to Rocket Orca on Twitter. And Dave, where can they find you?
You can find me at Steady Minotaur. And Glorpong, I believe you have decided that you are not available on social media for Earthlings. You only have alien social media?
No, I don't have any social medias because it's offensive to aliens, actually.
I get that. I absolutely 100% get that.
But it's not offensive if, like, humans do it, but it's offensive if aliens do it.
Honestly, when humans do it, it's oftentimes offensive as well. So come check out my offensive tweets.
Thank you all for listening. We will be back in 2 weeks with a brand new episode. Tell the listeners goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, Kenny!
Hey, Amber.
I have a question for you.
All right, shoot.
Of all the planeswalkers, which one's butt do you want to touch the most?
Let's go with my gut. Karn. That ass is sculpted. Literally.
Speaking of butts, you better believe this is Red Mage, Blue Mage. Kenny, I'm really bad at this. That's our awesome Magic the Gathering podcast on the Geekspective Network. Oh my god, I can't stop laughing.
And neither can you when you're listening to us talk about magic and lore and how to build commander decks and Oathbreaker decks and us actually playing against each other, which is my favorite part.
Right, and you can hear us do all these things on Spotify, iTunes, or other major platforms like YouTube now as well.
And you can also send dank memes at us, dank magic memes at RedBlueMTG. We're down for that,
Yeah,
sure.
the danker the better.
That's what I always say.
All right, bye.